Today's video review is brought to you by Zero Fucks Coffee, which is exactly what they were serving. Let's go, people. All right, people, let's get into it. This is your girl, Chay Eday, bringing you the reunion news. Real Housewives of New York reunion part 2. For me, part 2 was not as juicy as part 1. Okay, there was no phone of friends or phone of daughters. But I will tell you that overall, it was not a good look for the Countess. The Countess looked a damn fool. I've got 2 questions for Luann. Number 1, what were you drinking? And number 2, what the hell were you thinking? She revealed herself as the most delusional chick that I have ever seen. Luann is like listening to only Tom's version. Tom, who has changed his version several times about how often he dated Ramona, what his relationship was with Sonja. Your good friend would not lie, and the guy who was kissing a chick in the bar will. That's my bottom line. But here goes Luann. Denial, denial, denial. I mean, even the fact that she was so dismissive of Sonja, I found that very rude. I found it very disrespectful. You could see that Sonja was emotionally very torn. It's like she wanted to blast Luann harder than she did, but she held her tongue. She stuck up for herself, yeah, but she didn't really slam her. And quite frankly, at that moment and at that time, Luann deserved to be slammed. She should have been cussed, traced, called every name in the book by Sonja. And at the end of the day, all Luann kept saying was, I believe Tom. Now, here's the thing, Luann. You can love Tom, you can stand by Tom, you can marry Tom, you can do all of those things. But you don't gotta co-sign on a lie. Don't just agree with bullshit because it's from somebody you like. It's not a big deal to call someone out when they're wrong, they're wrong. When they're delusional, they're delusional. And that's what Luann was being. I don't know where that's going to get you in the long term, Luann, except to encourage Tom to keep creeping. Now, let's move on to Jules. Why does Bethenny and Carole keep coming for Jules? It's disgusting. Bethenny is still on this whole bullshit about my friend told me you came on the show to get divorced. I just want to say how fucking stupid that sounds. To come on the show to get divorced. Why would Jules do that? So you mean she's going to publicly document the erosion of her marriage for her children to see? As a mother, I don't care what anyone says for themselves, but as a mother, who would do that to their small children? It's not even Bethenny. It's Bethenny's friend, an anonymous friend. Fuck off, anonymous friend. And like Dorinda said, maybe your anonymous friend is wrong. Although I was really glad to hear, even though Dorinda stuck up for Jules, I was so happy that Jules continued to stick up for herself. Now, let's talk about Bethenny's breakdowns, because she teared up a few times during the reunion. When Andy started asking her about seeing her mother, which she said she hadn't done in 15 years, and bringing her daughter in the future to meet her mother, Bethenny got very emotional. Seeing her tear up, that was very human, and that made a lot of sense. And it just shows that whatever Bethenny wants to act like towards others and their families, that having relationships and families are important to her. Unfortunately, she's also really comfortable with sabotaging and dictating to others. But that's just, some Bethenny hypocrisy. And then when Andy talked about going back to her old apartment that she had with her ex-husband, Jason. Again, she got very emotional. You know what I was thinking though? Who is the person taking the cell phone footage? Like, who's that person? And why are they following her from room to room crying? You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, it did feel a little bit staged. Maybe not her tears were staged, but it's like they had this plan before she walked in, no matter what, keep rolling the footage. And again, the fact that that footage is on the show, like why? Like, why are you showing people that? I think it's a little bit of damage control for the hit that her image took with a lot of viewers this year. That's the way I see it. But I also think that her tears and her emotion were real and that it is a loss for her. All right, now let's talk about Dorinda medley at this reunion. First of all, I don't know about anybody else, but I was kind of disappointed that Dorinda was sober, because drunk Dorinda is hilarious to me. If you guys want to take a visit over season 8's Drunk Dorinda, be sure to check out my video. Here it is. And you can see all of the fun, crazy, intense, hilarious drama that Drunk Dorinda brings. Now, as far as what she was saying for the reunion, she made me kind of happy that she admitted to being a sort of pot stirrer or meddler. Dorinda needs to be careful though, because a lot of times she kind of does what Carole does. Like, if anyone's saying anything about Jules, she wants to jump in. And although it's loyalty and it's friendship and it's understandable, it gets a bit tiring because you kind of want the person to speak for themselves. Now, when Dorinda came from Carole about her husband and her dead husband, like, it was, to me, it was good that they were sitting on opposite sides of the couch, because Carole could just say the wrong thing and Dorinda could snap. I thought at the time that it was super rude of Carole. Remember, Dorinda's the one who went to England with Carole, okay, and helped her collect her husband, her deceased husband's ashes. Dorinda was there for Bethenny when Bethenny was having her fibroids problems and she wanted to go to Emerge, and they were shopping together at the home store. How much has Bethenny been there for Dorinda? And same thing with Carole. Carole is busy cutting up vegetables for Adam. She certainly hasn't had any good manners for Dorinda. Look how she treated Dorinda's home while she was there, running away without saying goodbye in the morning. Now, let's talk about Sonja Morgan. Sonja Morgan this reunion has handled herself the best out of all of them. I would ride with Sonja. I would rock with Sonja. Sonja is a friend worth having. She makes mistakes, but overall, push come to shove, I hope you guys can see and leave comments in the section below. I think Sonja was by far the best housewife of season 8. She handled it fantastically. She took the slings and arrows of Bethenny and the whole tipsy girl fiasco, and she took a deep breath. She apologized several times. And remember, even when Bethenny was icing her out, what does Sonja do? Sonja said, well, listen, guys, if she doesn't want to talk to me, I'm not going to push myself on her. I will wait for the opportunity to come naturally. That I respect. Like, if a bitch don't want to deal with you, then just put the brakes on. Pause a moment. Let her be mad. You don't got to say, oh, the cameras are on. Let me go film and let me go up in Bethenny's face. Sonja was great. Sonja was fantastic. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Are you impressed with Sonja Morgan and how she has matured? All right, everybody, that's it for me. Hit thumbs up if you like this video. If you want to hit thumbs down, go away. If you like the video or any of my other videos, please take a second and click one of those delicious, juicy share buttons below. Twitter, Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn, all kinds of juicy buttons to hit. Remember, sharing is caring. And thanks again to Zero Fucks Coffee for sponsoring this video. All right, guys, have a great day. I will see you later. Peace.